I'm sure we've all heard the phrase, curiosity killed the cat. But what does it really mean? And given the fact that a cat has 9 lives, maybe we can all afford to be a bit curious. Welcome to Hero's Journey Hypnotherapy, where you can indulge in curiosity. So while we're on that phrase, curiosity, I wonder if you've heard, and no doubt you have heard, of the phrase, curiosity killed the cat. And I certainly have. I can remember when I was at school, and my school teacher actually used that phrase when I asked a question. I can't quite remember even what the question was, but she was something like, "I'm sure, Master Smith," putting me in my place, "you've heard of the phrase, curiosity killed the cat." It's kind of an ultimate shutdown. But what is it about, and where did it really come from? So the interesting thing was 1598, a British playwright by the name of Ben Jonson wrote, "Care killed the cat." And indeed Shakespeare used that phrase as well. And the care meaning worry or over concern. I'm so worried. So, literally dying from worry. It wasn't until a couple of hundred years later that it was flipped onto its head to say curiosity killed the cat. And no doubt it was used to quell people questioning the state of possibly religion or governance or anything that was maybe people thought you shouldn't be thinking about this. And so what does it do to you or to me when people say to you, curiosity killed the cat? It's kind of a warning, don't go here, don't think this, don't ask. When in fact, in this day and age, we owe it to ourselves to be curious, to dig a little bit deeper, to find out what's really going on. And with Hero's Journey Hypnotherapy, that's why I called it Indulging Curiosity, because I've always been a bit curious. I've been a little bit nosy, but I've always been very curious about things. How do things work? Why do they work? And I can say that curiosity probably has got me into trouble at times, but more often than not, it's led to some kind of enlightenment or better understanding. So if you've been constrained by this barrier or this boundary, this saying, and you kind of thought, oh, I shouldn't be curious, remember one, that cats have 9 lives. So you've got at least 9 opportunities to be curious before something untoward happens. No, seriously. Be curious and think about why people might say that to you. What we do here in Hero's Journey is we work with those curiosities and we give you space to explore them. And oftentimes we get trapped into one way of thinking and without seeing that there's an option. So there's always a different way to look at things, and there's always a different way to explore things. And so being curious is certainly one of those ways. Next time you hear that phrase, know that there's actually a fuller sentence to that. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. So I'm not going to try and say that fast. It's a bit of a tongue twister. However, the next time you hear that misquote, know where it came from. And indeed, if you want to dive deeper and be curious, reach out. We're here for you. That's Carl from Hero's Journey Hypnotherapy, where you can indulge in curiosity.